Hello everyone, this is Abdurrahim Ali. I'm presenting this case study for HAP725 fall 2019, supervised by Professor Alimi, about Innova Loudon hospital performance on selected measures. The presentation includes the source of data, indicators and rationale for selection of this data, limitation, the list of hospital competitors, and the control charts and summary of the finding. The data source is from Hospital Compare in the data provided by the Center for Medicare Services. The duration is data from April 2014 to April 2019, and the data were available in different file names with different categorization. The list of the measures where I'm selecting for this case study are related to the tobacco use and alcohol use, with the overall rating of the hospital and patient satisfaction. The 5 indicators include the tobacco use screening, tobacco use treatment during the hospital stay, alcohol use screening, the overall rating of the hospital, and the patient satisfaction survey results. Why I'm selecting these variables? As you know, these days there is an outbreak going on related to the lung injury associated with e-cigarette use and vaping, although tobacco use with other forms has been decreasing, but now there is an increasing trend in using e-cigarettes and vaping, and there is now an going on outbreak of injury, lung injury and deaths. Also the opioid outbreak and the risk of killing as more people in the US in the next year. So hospitals can increase their contribution in prevention and screening for tobacco use and alcohol and drugs to contribute to the reduction of mortalities and morbidities. The list of the hospital competitors are with the Innova Loudon Hospital. We selected Virginia Hospital Center, Innova Fairfax Hospital, Innova Mount Vernon Hospital, the Northern Virginia Mental Health Institute, and Dominion Hospital. All these hospitals, we selected them because of their proximity to each other, and they are serving the same population in this where those living around them. The limitation of this study is that in some instances there is not available data, not collected from the hospital for the specific period for some of the hospitals, which will affect the measurement, and also that the tobacco, alcohol, and drug screen and treatment associated data is started only in July 2014, so there is no previous data for these measures before that 2014, and here we are using only a few set of variables to assess the performance, so it cannot be generalized to the overall performance of the hospital. The first control chart is about alcohol screening, and as you can see in Loudon Hospital, the screening was below the lower control limits in July 2014, and then in 2015 in July it increased to 100%. So 100% of patients are increased, and this is within the control limits, the upper control and lower control limits of the competitors. So it is performed the same as other competitors. For the tobacco screening, also almost it was below 100 a little bit, and then it reached 100%, and now it is within the control limit of other competitors. For the tobacco use treatment during the hospital stay, Innova Loudon Hospital is performing better than other competitors. As you can see, it was within the control limits in 2015. In 2016 January, it jumped up above the control limits and stayed there. For the patient satisfaction survey results, For Innova, in the beginning in 2013, it was below the control limits, and then it is now within the control limits since 2013. For the overall rating of the hospital, uh, for Innova Loudon Hospital, it is below the control limit in the period from May 2013 up to May 2015, and in 2015 it became within the control limits, and now it's just within the lower control limits. In summary, the alcohol screening and tobacco screening are within the control limits. Tobacco use treatment for Innova Loudon Hospital is better than competitors since January 2016, and it's continue like that. The patient satisfaction and hospital overall rating is within the control limits, but they are because the control limit is wide and they are near the lower control limits. So we think that there is an opportunities for improvement in these indicators. I hope that is enjoyable, and looking for feedback from you. Thank you so much.